Hey, I'm Julia Piota. I am a life and health coach, and I want to thank you for joining me on day 3 of grounding. So I am just taking in a little bit of nature and rejuvenating my soul because I've hit somewhat of a wall in my energy and all that fun stuff. So anyway, today I just wanted to jump on here and find out if you have ever been in a place where you knew it in your soul that you were a big fuck no for doing something, but you said yes because you felt like you had to. So this could be a situation where, a friend might ask you to go do something. Maybe you're asked to invest some of your time into helping someone out, and you try telling them like, no, this isn't gonna work out for you, but you don't have a choice in the matter. And this is just somewhat of a little example of something that I've recently encountered, and I thought that this is going to be a good story to share as a learning tool for those that might fall into this mode of people pleasing. So I had been asked to take on a project, and it would require me investing some of my time in the space of more of my creative mental time. And I knew that this isn't something that I wanted to do, and I know this because someone else had asked me to do this same thing for them too. And I know what I'm capable of as far as what my energy levels are and my mental creativity. As an example, going on Facebook and typing up posts every day. If I type up posts, those take sometimes an hour and a half for me to do. It's just how long it takes me, unfortunately. And I tend to feel very exhausted after I'm done. Doing videos is a lot easier for me. And it's why I chose to come onto YouTube and do these videos for you guys. That way I can just get out what's on my mind in a more efficient manner. So with this thing, I ended up, I took the path of least resistance, and I'm like, all right, I guess I just have to do this. Let's suck it up. Let's try to make the best of this, and let's do the damn thing. So that's what I chose. And then I started working on this project, and here I am. I invested over 4 hours of my time. Like after I went, straight in head on to get it ready to roll. And here I am, over 4 hours later, and I'm felt the bitterness flowing through my body, and I'm like, all right, this is not good. This is not good. I didn't get jack shit done in my own business today, and now here it is, 7 o'clock at night. I've still got to go in my Facebook group, get my Facebook posts up, get my YouTube video up, take the dog for a walk, and then I get to sit down and eat dinner. That is not, if you follow my videos, I don't agree with living a life where you are running your body until burnout. Now, our bodies are going to be very different from one another. Each body is going to be, producing different amounts of energy. So not all of us have that same energetic capacity as one another. And that's why it's extremely important to be listening to your body, to pay attention to when you need rest. It's so important. And I've learned this so much more over this past, over a year now since I've lost my job. And I've been learning how to become an entrepreneur and figure all that fun stuff out, beyond just working in corporate America. So with this, I know when my body needs rest now. This is really something that my business coaches truly preach, is really listening to your body, listening, to when you need rest or to when it needs nourishment or whatever it might be. So we practice this daily as entrepreneurs, just, nourishing our bodies, giving it rest, getting it into alignment, taking the action and doing all the things, but doing it in a way to where we're not burning out. Because when we burn out, then our energy starts to go down the shithole. And if I have shitty ass energy, who the hell is going to want to work with me? Who the hell is going to want to hang out with me? So it's extremely important that we're being mindful of this. So as I'm sitting here in this situation, you know, I hate that I got myself in this bit of a predicament because I don't like disappointing people. But what I'm learning, so I you know, have obviously let my coach know about this, and this is an old pattern of mine that I got into. So instead of, you know, really standing in my truth and in my power and being an absolutely firm no and sticking to my firm no, you know, I allowed myself to go into that mode and be like, oh, well, I'll take the path of least resistance. But then it's like it ate away at my body, and I'm like, this isn't what I want to be doing. This is not what I want to be doing, because now it's taking away from my business. And, you know, I've got some other stuff going on that I'm not going to share, but we'll just say it's not in alignment. And within my coaching practice, I teach, you know, the clients that I work with, and on these videos, I teach you guys how important it is that we are living a life that is in alignment with what we're desiring, that we're living a life that's in alignment, you know, to give us a life of ease and freedom and, you know, good energy and healthy bodies. So I have to, you know, really reconnect back to me, into my personal power, and had to have a difficult conversation and let some individuals know that unfortunately, you know, I can't do what they wanted me to do, even though I said yes, and that sucks. Like, that's a shitty feeling inside, like when you say yes. But unfortunately, I know for myself, I can be in conversation, you know, with someone, and I need time to process. So sometimes it might take, you know, after the conversation where I'm like, nah, like, no, I'm a no for that. And especially when I know in the beginning, if I say no to someone, but then it, you know, they're not accepting that, then it's like you go into that people-pleasing mode, you force yourself to do it, and then you are pissed off. Your body is like, hey, what the fuck? You're out of alignment. Like, this is not a soul-centered yes for you. That was your opportunity to stand in your power and to live and create a life that is in alignment with what you're wanting to create in this life. So I want you to just ask yourself, do you fall into people pleasing? And if you fall into that people pleasing, ask yourself what it is that prevents you from really standing in your truth. So for me, what it was, again, it's just going into the people pleasing, but beyond that, it's like, well, I don't want to upset anybody. I knew that this individual was very frustrated and was carrying a big burden, and I wanted to carry some of that weight. But the thing is we don't have to carry that for other people. That's not our responsibility. Our responsibility, you know, we've all been given one life, and we are here to, yes, help other people, but help them in a way, you know, like, help them in a way that it's like one of your strengths, like something that you enjoy doing, that's a strength of yours that can add value, not something that you're going to do and you're going to be bitter about doing it, and then nobody wants that negative energy anyway put into a project, because that's not going to attract good back to, you know, what they're wanting. So I'm going to leave it at this, but just dig a little deeper, find out why it is you say yes to things. You know, do you allow other people's emotions to affect your response, and how can you, you know, stand in your own power? What could you do differently to just stick with your gut instinct of saying no when you truly want to say no? All right, I hope you have a wonderful day. If you're liking these videos, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in learning about working with me, there is a link in the description section, just to set up a free discovery call. So you can get that set up. If there's anything else that you need, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I want to thank you and have a great day today.